y'all. I was thinking about, like, these girls that I went to school with around here, like middle school, a little bit of high school, because, I got pregnant and I left school. But I went back when I was 30, and, in my 30s, and, I achieved my good enough degree, my GED, and other stuff. I have some college behind me. So, anyways, when Matt was 20, he was, right before he was 20, he was working with his stepdad, and he was learning plumbing. And now that he's in his 40s, he got his license when he was in his mid-30s, and he's a plumber. He's a certified plumber, legit. And so I remember these girls and stuff, and they were with the cool guys, married to the roughneck dudes, all this stuff. And now that we're in our 40s and late 30s, some 50, there's been several divorces, and they're all with pieces of shit, or they're alone, still living in a 1960 fucking trailer, single wide. And here I am. I stayed with the same guy. We had 2 long breakups, don't get me wrong, but I stayed with the same guy for way over 20 years. My son's 27 now, and I got with Matt when my son was 1. So me and Matt's been together and known each other for 26 years. And I look and I'm like, you know what? I ended up with a guy that got the trade, that makes pretty good money. He's not rich, but we're good. And these so-called pretty girls back in the day thought they had a prize, several prizes, but they never did. They were all zeros, and they didn't work. They didn't pay their child support. They weren't really around their kids too much, And even with my son's father, he had something to do with my son. You know what I'm saying? We didn't work out, but he would buy school clothes, and he would show up at his birthdays and buy birthday presents, or he would go out with his son and go fishing or go out to eat. Like, I didn't have to deal with who my baby daddy was, paternity tests. I didn't have to deal with child support. I didn't have to deal with other baby mamas and the drama. But these girls that I know, women now, like this one girl, I seen her, and I knew she was with this guy that I knew about 4 years ago. Matt's brother knew this guy. Matt's brother, if y'all been following me a little bit, y'all know he's not good off. He's an addict. So anyways, he was living in hotels downtown Fayetteville off of Highway 301. And I remember taking them food, and they were hanging out with this guy. And the guy was like, he went AWOL or something, I don't know, years ago. And he was some type of affiliation with the military, I think Army. Anyways, he was on drugs too real bad. And his kid or something was at his mom's house. But anyways, he would prostitute himself out to other men just to get drugs or money. So here I am. I see this girl that I've known since she was 10 years old. Remind y'all, I'm like 8 years older than her. And she's had a piece of shit baby dads. Like, no trade, won't work. She's never even worked a day in her life. She's just now separating from her second husband. I'm not sure if she was married to the first baby daddy. I'm not positive, but I know this one she was married to, and they had a kid. But she finally realized, I guess he was a piece of crap too. Now she's with even a bigger piece of shit, and that sold his body to men for drugs. And so I seen his picture and hers on her phone when I was behind her. And I just thought to myself, you are a piece of shit magnet for men. And you used to be so fucking pretty, like gorgeous. And it's nothing like that. She's always had a piece of shit old man. always. And I'm just like, what is wrong? Like, doesn't she know that money doesn't fall out of the sky? And if you don't have a good man, if you want work and you don't have a good man to fend for you and take care of you, of course you're going to end up homeless again with your son, or you're going to have to go back home with mommy or grandma or auntie. Like, it's just wild to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyways, short end of the story is I ended up with someone good. I ended up with someone that has a trade, that has a license in a trade, like, that makes pretty good money, that takes care of me, that is the breadwinner, that's always loved his daughter, always have been around his daughter, raised his daughter, like. And I, back in the days, thought these girls were so lucky. And now that I look at it, it's like, wow, y'all really ended up looking bad in the end, and with nobody or just really big pieces of shit. It's really, really fucking pathetic and sad how these women, they're supposed to be women, but they're so immature. And they're not, and some women are taking care of their man, their sugar mama, you know? It's wild to me. And I'm not trying to act like I'm better than anybody, but if y'all just gotta understand how I felt about myself back in the day, seeing these girls and thinking they had it all together, and they don't. Now that we're older, I look and I'm like, damn, I'm the fortunate one. I was always the fortunate one, always the lucky one. It's wild, y'all.